true game data. As always, shout out to Tony for putting in the work, getting us all this information so quickly after the update. We've got some solid close range choices. We know a lot of these SMGs have been good right now. Things like the Wasp 9 getting buffed with Season 3 Reloaded. The Striker 9's been good for a long time. The base Striker got some solid updates. The HRM got a pretty severe nerf, but I wanted to compare it on this graph to show the DG58 LSW, which, spoiler alert, that's what we're looking at here, because you put on this Nightshade rifle kit, which is like the SMG kit for it that decreases the velocity, adds in control, but goes crazy on the mobility and the fire rate, is a game changer. I also got the BP50 on here as a close range rifle. And when we go through and look at 300 health and combination shots for our time to kill, wow, is this graph obvious or what? Yeah, all these SMGs and everything outside of the DG58, boy, that's a competitive meta right there. Like, you can pick, pick your poison, really. BP50, so good throughout. The HRM9, it got nerfed, but for close range could maybe be a little bit viable. The Striker is consistent. The Striker 9's consistent. But I add back in the DG58 LSW conversion kit, and yeah, this is pretty broken. A 562 TTK at about 18, 19 meters compared to everything else, which is in the 600s, 700s, 800s. This thing is far and away. Now, realistically, you're not using this beyond 30 meters or so. It is close range base exclusively. The base DG58 is great, and we'll be covering that in a video soon, so stay tuned for that. But it is actually nuts how disgusting this thing is in the close range right now. I've been seeing players fry with this thing all morning. Figured, hey, wait a second, we got to check the stats on this thing. What's going on? And well, yeah, the stats back this up. This is, I think, in no way intentional. I think the DG58 LSW receiving a buff to its base multipliers probably affected this in some strange way, I'd imagine, because this is broken. Like, exact definition of broken. Also, just briefly comparing the mobility stats and the other base weapon stats. Should have done this in the general overview, but was thinking about this as I was editing it. It's kind of surprising that for an LMG conversion kit, it's as consistent as it is with the movement across the board. Now, you'll notice it's definitely slower than a lot of the SMGs and those other main close range options in several places, but also it's very competitive in others as well. So you might think, okay, maybe it's got that crazy TTK. The mobility will be the drawback here, but even with the setup that we put on, it's actually plenty capable of keeping pace for the most part with a lot of those other close range options, while also obviously being able to outgun them all regardless of range there. So this thing is really checking the right boxes across the board for just being downright busted. So let's jump in game and talk about some setups for this thing.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me.